How you going? I'm Dirk from Back's Physio. My clinic's just behind the Fat Frog there. If I'm not in my clinic, I'm actually drinking coffee there. So today I'm going to take you through a really common problem I see a lot of, and that's plantar fasciitis. And everyone talks about a heel spur, or but basically where everyone complains about is that heel pain, and it's worse in the mornings. As soon as you get up, you just you get out of bed like an old man or old lady and have to walk on your quite tentatively initially. This is a really nice way of unloading it. Doesn't fix it, so just remember that it doesn't fix it. You'll still need to do something about it, but it's a nice way of being able to get around and helping your symptoms. Today I've got Sienna here with me, so she's my little model, and I'll show you. So today I'm going to use rigid tape on this. It's a really nice, simple way. Again, there's so many different ways of strapping this, but this is probably the way I'd use for most people to plantar fasciitis initially, because it's easy to do yourself. Okay, so again, what we want to do is we kind of want to put the foot in neutral there. Again, we're using strapping tape, so again, you kind of do need to put an anchor down again each time. So what we want to do is, starting around at the base of the big toe there. If you go too far up into the big toe, it can be a bit uncomfortable. It's easy to fix. We just lift it off and put it back down again. But the first one is literally coming back around the outside here, and you're just placing it. There's no tension. It just goes around, and same thing, just finishes up on the other side, and then just rub it down. You're gonna have to cut that too. Okay, so look, you could get away with just one anchor there. I tend to put two again through there, and it just gives me something else to just work off, that's all. So again, just placing it up there, and coming around the back there. Now, all we need to do with this, as I said, it's a really simple way of actually unloading that plantar fascia. So remember, the plantar fascia is like a fan. So I'll do it here, but it's like a fan, so it actually comes back and all of it attaches to one point. So the whole idea of this is we're going to use a tape to unload that. So at the moment what happens is, as you walk or move, all the pressure hits one point, and that's where you get the pain. So if we put tape down, instead of hitting that one point, it hits the tape and spreads out. So you get a little, like a dissipation of pain, of the tension on it. So now what we do is we just get little pieces of tape, and what we want to do is you kind of start on the outside. So I'm starting, just at the heel there, so below the heel, I'm starting on the outside, and all I'm doing now is I'm going to reef it up there. So I'm literally giving it a big pull going up. Now that can be, if you're really sore, if you're actually quite sore with the plantar fasciitis, just putting it on can be a bit tender, but it's worth doing. And again, the next piece of tape which I'm going to put on is you actually go across by half. So half of my tape is going to be on the piece which I've just put down. So starting on the outside, and then I'm pulling up. Okay, and then I'm going to go again. Just again, overlap it by half, and you're going to pull up. Now again, you would probably get away with that. I do it quite firmly, so I do put a second layer on. And again, so I'm just literally doing the same thing. So starting again at the top, so going from the outside in and then pulling up that arch. So I'm really pulling that arch up. And then what we'll do is I'm just going to do this last one here. Okay. And then the whole idea of that is now we anchor it off. We want to try and make it stay there as much as we can. Okay, so it's not like a normal strapping tape where I've actually gone round and strapped the whole joint. So it's just being held at the bottom here. All right. So if you go into a lot of water or anything like that, it can come off. Hence the anchor there. Now, I've just anchored that one off. What we can do is you can actually put a piece of tape over the top. Now, if I'm going to put a piece of tape over the top, try and hold it there, or I tend to get the person standing up so the foot actually spreads out, because if you try and put it into this position and wrap it around there to hold the tape together, it can get really uncomfortable. So the whole idea is you put it on there, get your piece of tape, get the rigid or the strapping tape or the white stuff, and when they're standing, you literally just place it over the top. Okay, and there we go. Nice simple way of doing plantar fasciitis. Okay, so there you go. It's the simplest way of doing plantar fasciitis. Remember, there are lots of other ways of actually unloading that plantar fascia. So remember, this is a nice way of decreasing your pain, but generally you're going to have to do something else to get rid of it. And most of the time, it's actually looking further up this chain. All right, it's rare that you can actually get rid of it completely by just doing something to the foot here. You actually have to do something else to it. So if you need any more information or any help with that, give me a shout here at Bax Physio, and happy to help.